13 million subscribers, 7,488,894,210 views, 4,400 videos, by which, if we factor if he uploaded one video every day, being 12 years of non-stop videos. How has MoistCr1TiKaL managed to upload roughly 1 to 3 videos every single day for the past several years, and managed to still amass millions of views on each video, day by day, week by week, and month by month, despite being on the platform for more than 16 years? And how can we apply his success to our lives? It all lies with the power of consistency. To start, you must have a reason to keep pushing and being consistent, a potential result that could stem from your work in whatever field you partake in.
I already talked about this, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but for a long time I hated myself, and I just kind of expected nothing to come of it, but to my surprise, people actually liked it. The Fun Tactics series got kind of popular thanks to game FAQs. Shoutouts to the 4 or 5 people still on that website, and it really holds a special place in my heart.
Born with a passion for gaming and an inherent desire to entertain, Charlie White discovered YouTube at a young age and quickly realized its potential as a platform for sharing his unique brand of humor and commentary. Armed with his distinct deadpan delivery, Charlie embarked on his YouTube journey, initially focusing on gaming montages and gameplay videos. However, it was through his experimentation and evolution that the true essence of Penguin Zero started to emerge.
It hasn't even been a full 48 hours since I dropped my trousers and plopped my asshole on a YouTuber's face. I'm already coming out here flexing a little bit, letting you know how seriously I'm taking this challenge, so allow me to slip into something a little bit more comfortable.
As Charlie began to inject more of his own personality and comedic style into his content, his videos took on a new life. The dry wit and clever banter that became synonymous with Penguin Zero set him apart from the crowd, attracting a growing fan base who craved his authentic and unfiltered approach. It was during this transformative period that Charlie's talent caught the attention of none other than Ray William Johnson, a prominent YouTuber and creator who featured Penguin Zero's videos on his popular =3 series. The recognition from Ray William Johnson's platform catapulted Penguin Zero into the spotlight, exposing him to a wider audience and signaling the beginning of his ascent to YouTube stardom. However, despite the newfound success and the growing admiration of his fans, Charlie remained grounded and true to his values. In a remarkable display of generosity, he made the decision to donate the majority of his YouTube earnings to charitable causes, using his platform not only to entertain, but also to make a positive impact on the world.
A dime since by my own choosing. I think money can corrupt people, and I just really enjoy making videos, so I don't want to receive money from it. But recently I thought, what if I did get YouTube partnership or partnership with something else and give 100% of the profits to different charities? I would keep nothing and give it all to charity.
Now that the potential of what you could be working towards has reared its head, there comes the test that fails most people looking to be great. This step is important as this truly pushes you to the edge, and you can only break through and understand the power that consistency can bring by strengthening your resolve and keep managing to show up to the task. Amidst the acclaim and altruism, Charlie faced his own battles. Behind the scenes, he grappled with periods of depression and a lack of motivation, struggling to maintain the relentless pace of content creation.
A month ago I made that video about how I've hit rock bottom and I'm at the lowest point in my life, but I'm trying to be optimistic because my girlfriend broke up with me and I just couldn't find a job, still can't find a job.
These challenges could have been the downfall of many creators, but Charlie's resilience and unwavering determination proved to be his saving grace. With sheer determination and an unyielding passion for his craft, Charlie embarked on a remarkable comeback, reigniting his creativity and reinvigorating his channel. He embraced his vulnerabilities, sharing his experiences with his audience and finding solace in their unwavering support. It was during this period that Penguin Zero showcased a depth and authenticity that resonated with viewers on a profound level, further solidifying his connection with his dedicated fan base. Despite the highs and lows of =TiKaL's career, one constant is visible throughout the 16-year run of his channel. He has managed to show up every time and do something every time, no matter what has happened in his life, channel, etc. MoistCr1TiKaL's greatest asset is his consistency and his relentless determination to have to push something out and do something of substance consistently. Despite the beating Charlie had taken mentally and his loss of interest, he was determined to show up and do what is expected of him, which helped him in the long run for reasons we'll discuss later. To put in perspective the power of consistency, let's say that you have two men who are learning the same thing, but the way they go about learning it is completely different. Let's say that they spent the same amount of time learning a discipline, but the key difference is how they spend that time throughout the period of, let's say, a month. Would you rather the person who spends every day looking back and learning his skill for about 30 minutes a day, or the person who crams the entire time into one day, leaving the rest of the month to do nothing but forget where he even left off? It is within this consistency that the concept of accumulation is apparent. If you only watch one of Charlie's videos, it's not something extremely memorable. He purposely lowers the quality and production of his videos as that is simply his style. But the more you watch the plethora of videos due to his publishing 1 to 3 videos every day, the more his personality and his work becomes ingrained into your mind as you blaze through the roughly 40 videos he makes per month. The world values people who can come up to the task every time, no matter how little or insignificant it seems. You don't forget a task when it becomes habit due to you trying to do that task every single day. The little intricacies and works of the discipline you do expose themselves when you dig into it little by little. The final thing to note that comes with consistency is stability. Charlie stated numerous times that at his low points, where it felt like he didn't even want to make videos anymore, he continued to do it, despite his sudden disinterest. While Charlie states that it was due to his self-esteem not allowing him to quit and go on hiatus, looking at it from a more deeper standpoint, it's possible that creating videos was the only thing in his life that was legitimately stable. We naturally as humans tend to prefer and cling on to anything that can be stable and static when faced with the test of time. Schedules, people, video games, life, which is why TV shows run on weekly schedules, why you hang out with your friends and family every day, and why you can always look out of your window at a certain time and watch the sky change just as every other time it did. Within that stability lies trust, which breeds connection, which breeds success. By holding on to making videos and keeping his schedule stable, Charlie never had to drastically change or fix anything about himself at his lowest point in order to fix the damage done to him, had let go of that consistency. He had a stable platform to fall back on and give him enough balance to spring back into his work and become better than he ever was and will be. Charlie understood the power of consistency and accumulation, not letting the size of the challenge affect him, but rather letting himself and his willingness to show up take center stage. By pinning the need to show up to yourself and what you are willing to do, you automatically lock yourself and your mind to the task, making you more inclined to see it through as opposed to pinning it on the destination. In order to feel as if you're progressing in life, you shouldn't look for what you are going to be, but rather look for where you're headed. Once you can understand where you're going, all it takes is for a nudge back onto the route that takes you back to where your goals are. But in order for that trip back to be any easier, you have to have something consistent and stable to be able to grab onto and alter the course of your life. All it takes to have that consistency is to move, one foot after the other, and keep doing it until you get to where you want to be.
To an act of service. You commit yourself to the regime, the exercise. You can screw it up. You can eat chocolate cake one day. You can skip a day or two. You know, it allows for that. But if you stick with it consistently, I'm not exactly sure what day, but I know you'll start getting into shape. I know it. And the same with the relationship. It's not about the events. It's not about intensity. It's about consistency, right? You go to the dentist twice a year, your teeth will fall out. You have to brush your teeth every day for 2 minutes. What does brushing your teeth twice a day for 2 minutes do? Nothing. Unless you do it every day, twice a day for 2 minutes, right? It's the consistency. Going to the gym for 9 hours does not get you into shape. Working out every day for 20 minutes gets you into shape.